So we have protests happening right here in our backyard. It's important to know what is legal during a protest. WFMY News 2's Christina Dillon spoke with a lawyer on what you need to know.
Yeah, so within the past day, a lot of questions have been circulating online, including whether Renee Good was legally required to step out of her car when approached and whether she was allowed to drive away when she was shot. We took those questions to a local attorney to break down what rights civilians have and what law enforcement is legally allowed to do in moments like this.
Jason Keith is the lead attorney at Next Gen Law in Greensboro. He says civilians do have rights, but those rights can change depending on an individual's actions.
Based off what I've seen in the video, placed herself in the middle of this investigation.
Investigators say early information shows Good had her car parked in the middle of a roadway. He says once police believe a crime is being committed, they can order someone out of a vehicle even without a warrant.
At that point in time, a crime has been committed, to seize her, order her out the car, open the door, and to tell her to leave the car. So at that point in time, them pulling on the door is well within the right. They don't need a search warrant.
The next question is when deadly force is legally justified. Keith says in the eyes of the law, a vehicle can be considered a deadly weapon depending on how it's used.
Self-defense is from the perspective of the person that's defending themselves.
Federal law generally allows officers to use deadly force if they have a reasonable belief that they or others face imminent danger. However, the Department of Justice says officers should not use deadly force simply because a vehicle is trying to flee.
He says de-escalation could have prevented a loss of life, likely in this case. He adds it was likely Renee Good was scared and went into fight or flight mode. He says if you're in a similar situation, the best thing you can do is stay calm, stay aware of your surroundings, and avoid getting in the way of law enforcement.